various media outlets, electronic, print and other media. So today we have gathered to discuss about the Divya Samagam Utsav that is coming up and happening at Sri Jagannath Puri Dham on the 17th and 18th of October. And we have various delegates from our institution, Sri Gopinath Udiyamat, Sri Bhakti Bhubaneswar Maharaj, who is the president and acharya of Sri Gopinath Udiyamat. He is there along with the rest of the representatives of our institution. So again, I welcome all the media houses. You all can ask your questions and queries that you may have related to the event and about our organization. Thank you.
আপনারা ম্যানেজ করবেন, আমার সামনে কাউকে আনবেন না, আমি দেখতে চাইছি কি হচ্ছে।
I would request our Acharya Sri Bhakti Bhubaneswar Maharaj to give you a brief about our organization, what we do, and about the upcoming festival. Mic box, right?
Hare Krishna. So today we are here to discuss about our program, upcoming program, Divya Samagam, Jagannath Puri Dham, actually spiritual celebration for universal brotherhood. This is our main goal of program. So we are actually inspiring people to practice spirituality and establish their connection with Supreme Lord and material duties. As the material duties, you can see now entire world is suffering spiritually, environmentally. You can see all over. So we are trying to just promote ourselves what is right way as per the Vedic literature. What is the right way to produce our proper society, peaceful society, blissful society, which is most important nowadays. Everywhere you can see people are suffering, cheating. People are involved in the corruption. This is age of corruption, age of deception, age of quarrel, age of darkness, age of ignorance. We want people should get out from this environment. So in this regard, in 1486, there is Supreme Lord Sri Krishna appeared in the form of Lord Chaitanya here in this Bengal, in India, Bengal, and he actually inspired us to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. What is most important to cure the dirt of our heart? You know how much we are dirty, means how much we are actually expecting material appreciation, recognition, name, fame, distinction, desire. That much we are in dirty. We want to get out from that situation. Also we want to keep due respect with the Lord creation, like cow protection, like this water reservation, water purification. So, and also this environment, we need some tree plant, how to grow. You can see, according to our scientific explanation, tree plant is like a lungs of the universe. But we are cutting for our financial benefit. We are cutting and suffering entire world. So we have to think about, if I cut one tree, if it is required, at least we have to plant more tree. Because we should not allow to suffer. These lungs we should not cut up. So cow protection, tree plant, that properly preserve, water restoration, proper balance in according to the modern equipment, using the modern equipment. You can see nowadays modern equipment people are using for the only purpose of sense gratification purpose. But human life, it's not for that only. There is, apart from that, there is one more biggest responsibility Lord gave us. Because Lord gave us the best intelligence. What is the application of intelligence? If you look how we are using our intelligence, using our valuable human life, then you can see how animals are leading their life. Human also doing the same thing. Animal are running behind the four goal. One goal, eat. Such where we can eat nice. Then sleeping, eating, sleeping, fulfilling sense enjoyment, desire, and protecting ourselves from our upcoming death. That is the four goal of all being nowadays. But human also part of living being. Lord gave us the best intelligence for human. The best intelligence. And Lord never gave us any fixed behavior, language, food habit, culture. Lord gave us flexibility. Flexibility. We can adopt our own culture. We can adopt our own food habit, what is proper as per Vedic explanation, Vedic direction, instruction. We can adopt that. But we are not doing so. What present society inspiring us, we are just going behind it. We don't follow Vedic rules. Therefore, entire world is suffering environmentally and spiritually too. So, look, Lord did not give us any fixed culture, any fixed language, any fixed behavior. Therefore, you can see, physiologically all we are same. If you go any continent around the universe, all physiologically all are same. But their language different, behavior different, their culture different, their food habit different. Why? Because Lord never ever gave us those fixed things. But apart from human, all are fixed. Cow, the eating everywhere same. The language only mowing everywhere same. Tiger, elephant, all those you can see everything same. Human, Lord gave us the best intelligence. We want this Dibba Samagam, also the Gauriya Math. They are trying to promote with the best ability. By example, what to eat, what to perform to reach our ultimate goal of spiritual life. What is spiritual life? What is spirituality? We know according to our previous teachers' direction, instruction, we know spirituality means fixing our mind towards the Lord and His services. There is no question of any kind of etiquette, what we are following, what we are doing. First of all, we have to fix our mind towards Lord and His services. Why services? Because our actual relation eternal connection, eternal relation, eternal identity. We are eternal servant of Supreme Lord. Therefore, in every aspect, we should keep that relation. Do everything for the Lord's services. Environment we have to keep, because universe have been created by Supreme Lord. We have to properly look after the environment, properly look after the tree plant, properly look after the water, properly look after the cows. What Supreme Lord Sri Krishna used to do the cow herding, forest to forest. Why? Cow is not an animal. He is a mother of universe. He is giving us food. What? The important food, milk. That environment we are trying to promote. So that we have to think about it. In that way, we are trying to make this Dibba Samagam. This is called spiritual celebration for universal brotherhood. So, this is our main purpose, to perform this celebration. Anybody have any questions?
What will be the
Louder, please.
what will be the number of congregation?
Congregation number, we are expecting at least 7,000 people. Actually, physically they will be present in our celebration. And if you look the internet, maybe more than 100,000 that we are expecting, viewer. Anybody? Well, louder please, because maybe I have some demo about this. Yeah, microphone is. No, this is for my recording.
Good evening, everybody.
Wide
Sri
mic.
Krishna, Radha Krishna.
Wide mic.
First of all, I greet all of you as a citizen of India. And this particular this. Can I hear me?
Yeah, it's clear.
Or I should go there?
Yeah, go there. Better to them.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Actually, I am Sonendra Rao, basically a senior journalist and also a researcher as far as Sri Chaitanya is concerned. I have made innumerable documentaries on Sri Chaitanya.
Great.
Starting from his advent to Odisha in 1505 till he here 1515. And this has already been there in Star News and multiple of channels, which I was also presently working with some of the national and international channels. And Romeo Swami, what you have marked is that I have two questions. First question is that one is political question. I know this is a
Go ahead. Yeah.
Udayanand Stalin has marked that Sanatan Dharma should be do away with. What is the reaction?
Sanatana Dharma should be?
Udayanand Stalin of Tamil Nadu, he has come with a drastic remark that the Sanatan Dharma, whom we are following since time immemorial, that should be do away with. What is your remark to that?
Do I remember?
Stalin from South India, Tamil Nadu. He's saying Sanatan Dharma should be eradicated. It's a
Eradicate? No. There is no question of eradicated. It has to be, because Sanatan means eternal. How we can eradicate it? It's not possible to exist. That is called Sanatan. How we can do that? It's useless idea. Whatever who passed this opinion, I think he is wrong.
And my basic question is belongs to
Yeah, go ahead.
What make us compel to not to follow the ethical norms today?
Not to follow the.
Ethical norms today. Nobody, as far as the human race is concerned, very, very few in a legal, you can tell 150 out of 150 crores, they are adhering to the principles ethics. What made the human civilization not to follow the ethical means strictly?
Problem is environmental. Problem is environmental situation. Influence of the illusionary energy. Nowadays, it's too much. You can see age of quarrel, age of ignorance, age of corruption, make people mind more and more dirty. So they are thinking they can be happy with material things. But material things like a quicksand. How much you move, that much you go down, down, down. That is the essence of material existence. So people are, when they are trying to make themselves happy with such material things, and they are not become happy, and so-called they are practicing some spirituality, like just going to temple and going some donation, fruits, and paying obeisance and praying to Lord, give me this, give me that, all material stuff, not trying to establish their eternal identity. Therefore, you can see when they are not getting in what they are expecting from their goddess, so they are thinking is everything is bogus, so they are leaving their path. But my realization is this: God never cheats us. We are cheating God. Therefore, we feel cheated. That is my realization. If we trust from the bottom of our heart, you can see, trust means to whom trust. Whatever a previous teacher by example teaching us, if we practice accordingly, they are teaching on the base of scriptures, authenticated scripture, Vedas, like Purana, Bhagavatam, then Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the base books, authenticated base books. If we follow their path, we never feel cheated, we never lose our faith. That is my realization.
Thank you. And I think I should sum up here the last question. I am mixing it, clubbing it together. First is that almost all the saints of India in the world, they have opined for one thing, that is Shankara's Mata and Chaitanya's Patha. You must have, sir, just a minute. My question here is that why you are not adhering to neither of the one? First question, sir. Second question is that why you are not propagating the values of Sarvana, Nitai and Gaur together, and his followers also. Some of the followers are ancestral here and they are staying here in Odisha and Puri also. So why you are not promoting that? Why we are only,
First of all, we have to know there is a someone have belief. Actually, Shraddha means firm faith, and firm faith we are getting from our pious credit and proper association. Whatever association we are getting, accordingly we are getting the faith. So people, how much they are associating with that person who is following the proper authenticated subject, who is following in their life, that is very rare nowadays. Therefore, you can find that's very rare. What we say, Sankara, Mat, Chaitanya, Path. Actually, who is Sankara? Who is Chaitanya? Then in this context, I can tell you that Sankara, if you think about Sankara, then we have to think about our ancient time where people used to think sacrifice animal in the name of their faith. This is their pious credit. They can accumulate pious things. In that way, they are grabbing animals from the forest and sacrificing. In that way, they are just going ahead. When Lord, Supreme Lord, which controller of entire universe, when he looked that faith is increasing day by day, that means his animal wealth will destroy everything. The Lord himself appeared in the form of Buddha, which society we are sitting now. This is a Buddhist society. The Buddha says, hey, why you believe that there is a Lord exists? There is no Lord, no God. Everything empty. Shunnang, khalitang, shunnada, such type of philosophy he explained. And then people believe it. After that, what happened? Then people started to believe what Buddha says. And then Lord sent his pure devotee, Shiva, Sankara. Go, by any way, establish me in the heart of people. Then he explained that. Tattam osi, pragyanang brahmo. Such type of philosophy. He explained, Lord believe it. Then Lord Chaitanya appeared here. Hey, you are not God. You belongs to God. Actually, this is fact. Fact is this, we are not able to be God. We belongs to God. That path is our actual identity. Therefore, people are talking about this Chaitanya's path, Sankara's philosophy, most important in present society. Thank you. But I have to speak here because I think this sound here is making disturbance for my hearing.
Want to ask somebody else or just Maharaj?
According to you, why Hindus are not so attached to their religion in comparison to the followers of the
Why religious not attached? What is that?
why if the Hindus are not so attached to their religion to the extent the followers of other religions? And is it because of this too complex for a common man to understand?
This environment, present environment, promoting not to follow religiosity, follow only materialistic life. You can see nowadays, you go out, then you can see advertisements. You can see in the government hall. It's very rare to find out, that they are always promoting secularism. It is very sad to hear that. Dharma means what? Dharma means, actually definition of dharma in our tradition, in the Vedic tradition, we are actually spirit soul. What is our natural eternal function of our soul? That is dharma. Our eternal natural function of our soul is to be eternally blissful. Eternally blissful form is Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord, who is Supreme Lord? Supreme Person of Godhead is Shri Krishna. Who says so? Fast living being, fast living entities. Brahma explained that. Ishvara, Parama Krishna. We don't believe it. We are actually promoting according to our mind concoction. Therefore, we are actually keeping ourselves away from the Hindu philosophy. We are mostly following the mind concoction. That is the most problem. concoction. Mind concoction. Whatever a mind say, that is my faith, that is my path, that is my duties, that is my. Then they don't care about their environment. They don't care about the, like I can tell you, so many places I went there. Some like a slaughterhouse owner, he says that is my dharma, to maintain my family. In that way I have to. This is my livelihood. I cannot leave this. You can see that actually, when they are dacoit, robbery. After robbery, they are searching. They follow. They also say we are following. If we follow dharma, we have to actually divide it equally. The group that's telling us the dharma. This is the mind concoction. That is the dharma, to rob. And in that way, if you just look, that is called mind concoction. Dharma means to search Lord. The Lord is embodiment of bliss, embodiment of peace, embodiment of happiness, embodiment of love. How much we become close to Lord, that much we can feel those qualities in our life.
I just ask you a question. Do you believe that in Punarjanam?
What?
पुनर्जन्म है या नहीं है?
Reincarnation, of course. Reincarnation, of course. According to reincarnation or rebirth, whatever you say, it is. Even I saw, it was 2001 or 2. I was in Allahabad. I actually established there first time in Allahabad city. I stayed in Chini Dharmasala and established Ratha Yatra festival in that city on the day of Jagannath Ratha Yatra. At that time, one lawyer named Agarwal, some Agarwal, he brought his own son, 3-year-old, and his wife told me, he said, Maharaj, could you please explain me what he is talking about, what he said. So he says, last night I was in that village, my name was like that, such and such. And it is there in our Bengal. It's called Jatishwar, who can remember the past life. So of course I believe it. And also Lord explained that according to karma, we are getting next birth. So we cannot ignore rebirth. We have to accept rebirth.
Sir, I have a basic question.
Okay.
This is a basic. Sir, what I have followed as far as what is Islamic, what is Jewish, what is Hinduism, can we correlate it as the essence of Buddhism is Hinduism?
We can say everything source, all source from Sanatan. Hindu also coming from Sanatan. Even this, you can see this Muslim, Buddha, all other faith, all are connected with Sanatan. Because therefore, you can see one text from Bhagavad Gita, there is explanation, Lord explain about it. The Je Jathamang Prapadante Dam Tathaya Bhajam Maham. So according to our mood, Lord appear us accordingly. Like I can give an example. Like a famous artist, icon in India, like Amitabh Bachchan. So you want to meet with Amitabh Bachchan. You met with Amitabh Bachchan when he is sleeping. You met, but you are not able to meet with his famous form when acting properly. Once you went to meet with him, he is taking dinner with his family. Right? So you met with him, but you are not able to meet with him proper famous form when he is acting. One day you saw he is shooting and famous form you can be able to see. Similarly, we want to meet with Supreme Lord in his home, not in his office. Not his dependent office. Like your father is Supreme Court Chief Justice. If you go to mate with your father, with father in his Supreme Court, you have to address him, "Oh my Lord." But in home, we can meet with him casually. So our relation with the Lord is casual relation. That is Sanatana Dharma. Am I clear? Thank you.
Spiritual celebration for universal brotherhood.
Yeah.
Which type of
Actually,
celebration?
the spiritual celebration of universal motherhood, we are performing for establishing relations amongst each other, because all we are brothers. Because if you look at the creation of these entire living beings, the Brahma is creator of entire living being. The Brahma told by Supreme Lord to create. Brahma first create the aquatic form when he looked so many water surrounding ocean. Then he eventually create the tree, plant, stone, and then eventually create also reptiles, insect, worm. Then he create the bird. Then he create the different animals. Still he wasn't happy. Then he create from his mind, just like a mind-born son, like a Narada, for Kumara, etc. But they don't want to involve themselves in their family life. So then Brahma create from his right side of his body on male form named Manu. A left side from his body is a female form named Satarupa. Manu Satarupas all we are. All the families, we may born different places, different continent, different countries, different cities, villages. But we have to know all we are calling, we are Manusho, belongs to Manu. That way we can say we are universal brotherhood. That we have to establish, but we forget it. Therefore we are thinking they are my enemy. We are not enemy. Rather a friend. Each other, friend. And connection, connected. So that if we establish, then we can establish peace, eternal peace amongst each other. That we are searching for. Enter living beings, especially human beings, they are able to do so if they realize that we are actually eternally connected each other.
For how many days it will connect and how many?
2 days, basically it's 2 days, 17 and 18 of October. The session is 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Total 8 hours. That we perform with so many songs and then discourses from different and sampradaya means lineage.
Who will participate and from how many countries?
We are inviting so many lineage in Acharya. So they actually agree to come. Someone say this is actually a period of Chaturmasha, we don't want to leave my place. Such type of opinion, but many of them they say we are coming.
From which country they are coming?
Basically from us, listen, from saintly person from India, and outside they are coming like which following where we have center from that place like USA, Europe, South America, North America, Central America. Those places are like Asia, like Singapore, Malaysia, those are coming, who is following us. They can also be, they will accumulate, we will accumulate together just to perform that unity in diversity. That is the main actually goal of our.
Why entire world following India and Sanatan? But
Yeah.
in India, our leaders are telling that Sanatan should be finished. What's your reaction on this?
I am not I agree for that. If Sanatan finish, then entire world finish. Sanatan exists, then entire world will exist. Sanatan means eternal.
Then those who are telling they will also finish.
They are like out of ignorance they are talking about that. This is my realization, not like imagination.
What's the feeling on Sanatan?
Sanatana Dharma, day by day, in this age of quarrel, age of corruption, age of deception, age of ignorance, this Kali Yuga, it will be tortured but not able to finish. But it will again revive. According to my realization, after 2034, then 500 years after Lord Chaitanya's physical departure. Lord Chaitanya physically he departed. It was 1534, right? So after 500 means 2034. Then the Prema Yug, loving age will appear. Loving age. That is predicted by our previous teachers. But anyway, so this is my, we are actually optimistic. We are optimistic. We are expecting about it. So I hope it is going to happen, because all we are trying our best way to establish the loving relation with everyone through chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. What Lord Chaitanya means, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna appear in the form of Lord Chaitanya. So he actually spread that loving seed, that is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It will affect in this universe, in our heart, and eventually the violence will stop. That is our goal of, that is our goal of practice, goal of preaching.